excited to be on this little video, this little episode. I'm gonna make it short, simple, quick, and it's gonna have to deal with money, saving in your pocket. Guys, I put this turtleneck on. Whew. Well, it's snowing outside a little bit, and let me tell you, we're gonna just kind of talk about some little tips and tricks on how to save money when it comes to your property. Now, this is mind-boggling to me because a lot of us don't know that we can actually put exemptions on our property. So, to my peeps that are out there that have bought a home from us, or not only that, if you are a homeowner, I have news for you. If you recently bought your home last year, if you recently bought your home a couple of years and you knew nothing about this, I need you to go to wherever you put that important folder. When you closed on the table, you were signing away. In that folder, you may have put it, I always tell my clients, put it in your closet. Put it somewhere where, we can go back to it if we ever decide to sell. Or for instance, today, we're going to talk about pulling out that folder and pulling out your folder, your paperwork here. It should be in the first of your paperwork. That is a filing for a homestead exemption. It's an application. Guys, taxes are ridiculous here. I know. Michelle's by me, Alyssa's by me. Who can tell me that our taxes here in Texas are ridiculous? They are probably worth more than your principal and interest when it comes to us paying our mortgage. Let me tell you, it's been so crazy having to pay these taxes, but guess what? We gotta pay them, right? So what I want you guys to do is pull out this exemption. I'm also gonna go on the website. Michelle's gonna help me here. We are gonna go to either the epcat.org. Do you see it right there? El Paso Central District. We're gonna actually go to the home page. You're not gonna see me for a little bit, but this is where you need to go to to download the application. Edgar just gave me some great news that you can file it online. Okay, it's free. What am I talking about? Jackie, what are you talking about? Now, this is what it means. We could get a break in the taxes, which means if we get a break in our taxes, we can actually see a lower payment on our home when it comes to taxes. Okay, so we'll get a little bit more into that. Let me see. Okay, now we're new to this little sharing of the screen, so please tell me, comment if you can't, see me or understand where I'm going with this. But anyways, this form, we're gonna go here to this website on epcat.org. You're gonna go and click on the homestead exemption, okay? You're gonna click on that homestead exemption and you're going to click either file online, as Edgar was mentioning it to be before, file online, or download the form. Okay. Now download the form, Michelle. How do we download the form? Okay. So if you download the form, it's gonna come out as a PDF. You can literally print it, fill it out, take it to the office on Trowbridge, where they will take it in, register you as your homestead, and then you will see the following tax credit being credited to you within actually this year. So what does this mean? Okay, let's back up just a little bit because I feel like I'm all over the place. What it means is when you live, you're the owner of your home, right? This is your primary residence. It means that you are protecting the value of your home, right? Against creditors or the taxes for that reason. So in Texas, the higher value that these tax assessors assess your home, well, guess what? The higher the taxes we're going to pay. So how are we going to eliminate that? How do we eliminate that? We need to file this exemption saying that this is your primary residence. By doing that, the state actually mandates that they cut $25,000 off of the value of our home. Okay, meaning I'm going to give you basic numbers. If your home is worth $100,000 and you claim your home as your primary residence, the state mandates that they take $25,000 off on the school district tax bracket. So then you're only taxed on the $75,000. 100 minus 25, you're taxed at the value of 75,000. Okay. And then above, if your home is valued at 150,000, 200,000, then that 25,000 tax deduction comes off of that tax bracket. Okay. Super important. I know so many people out there that have not claimed their primary home residence with the homestead. This is it, guys. This is it. I'm going to attach the link. We're going to just do it once again and go over it. And if you guys need a copy, you can come stop at my office. I can send it over to you, whatever you need to do. But everybody needs to take advantage of letting El Paso Central Appraisal District know that your home is your primary home. Okay. What else am I missing here, Michelle, that we talked about? Now, there's also over 65. There is also disabled veteran, and there's also a disabled exemption. If you fall in those categories, you need to put it on here on this exemption form, because that could literally permanently freeze your school tax bracket if you're age over 65, disabled, or a disabled veteran, or even a spouse of a surviving veteran. Okay, how can we do this again? You're gonna file on this application. So I need all of you guys to take out that form. If it's hidden up in your closet, if it's under your mattress, wherever I told you to put it, you didn't have to buy with me. This is for everybody out there. So when you take it out, there's about 2 things you have to show that it's your primary residence. Your driver's license has to show the home that you live in. So driver's license has to show that. When you download this form, you check off either your homestead exemption, disabled. I think you can either have one or the other, but we'll make sure, with Central Appraisal District, if you do ask them, you can either click disabled or over 65. Either one is going to permanently freeze the taxes for the school district tax bracket on there. Okay, so make sure you click one or the other. Surviving spouse of an armed service member killed in action, surviving spouse of a first responder, and donated residence of partially disabled veteran. Okay, so super important, guys. Like I was mentioning to you before, these tax assessors, they do spot checks. Do you guys know what that is? It just means that they kind of get like I should say the Zillow joke, like they kind of do like a little Zillow thing where they get like the median price of the area. And what they do is some of them will pass by and determine the value of your home. Well, if they determine the value of your home, say your home is only worth $250, but they're putting a price tag of $325, guess what's going to happen? You're going to have to pay that tax percentage on what they assessed. So why is it important? Why is it important to always keep a, information from either an expert or someone in your area to be able to determine the true value of what you should be paying in taxes, okay? Now, there is a deadline until April 30th to file, and then, of course, it records thereafter, where then you will start seeing a tax decrease in your payment or whatever it is, right? So again, remember, I was also told you never let these people inside of your house. Have you ever been told that? Yes. When these tax assessors basically drive in your neighborhood, I've had one come to my door and they knocked on it and I didn't let them in because they did want to come inside, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to let you inside. You could determine your area that way. And when I saw what they had assessed my home at, I was shocked, because I was like, heck no, I'm not paying any more than what I just, ended up paying when I bought the home. So what I did is I pulled some comparables, meaning comps in my area that were, aligned with my home. And I went to the Central Appraisal District and I fought for my taxes and I won. So I wasn't, my house, I wasn't paying the taxes on an overvalued home. Okay, so that's again what these tax assessors do, is they of course strike up that value on your home so you could pay more taxes. Okay, so my whole idea of today's video was just an educational video to let you know, and this a lot of people don't know, I can tell you if you have applied for your homestead or not. If you go to the Central Appraisal District, Michelle, please. Let me show you. Let me show you. Go to, I won't put my address. What address should we put? Where can I go as far? Property search? Go to property search. Okay, guys, right here where it says search by name, go to 2020 year and say, which address should I put? Somebody give me an address. Is anybody on there? Comment any of it, everybody's address.
12644.
126. No, but that one doesn't have an exemption.
Yes, 12644.
Okay, fine. Edgar's telling me 12644. Okay. Tierra Corral. Y luego we're going to, okay, this is where you're going to do your property search. And I usually print all this stuff. Go to details. Okay, great. Okay, right here where it says exemptions in blue, right here, Michelle, click. You see the exemptions? Okay, it says, okay, well, it said HS right next to it, which means this individual had filed an exemption. You see this HS? Circle, let me see. There you go, right there. HS means homestead. So if you go to the property search and type in your address, you'll know if you have that homestead on their exemption or not. Now, let me show you something else. Go to exemptions, Michelle. Okay, so these are all the type of exemptions that you can get. For instance, if you see the disabled veteran down there, there's a 50 to 69% on there. Check out the disability right here. Disability. That right there, again, is going to freeze permanently your school district taxes on your on the Central Appraisal District. Okay, that's the type of exemption they're going to give you, where you're going to see that completely gone. And also go down to the 65, over 65. Go down. Well, there's a bunch of them. Over 65. Okay, and then there's a surviving spouse on there as well. All these other exemptions, guys, you would go to Central Appraisal District and ask, you know, more or less what other exemptions that you could put on here. But I can tell you, that I have seen exemptions with the homestead. I have seen exemptions with the over 65. And I've also seen the exemption with one that was like a disabled, either disabled or vet. So you can have multiple exemptions. So again, any questions so far? Anybody have questions?
No, just that you were doing great service.
Guys, I'm here for you. Open your minds. Let me see. Let's see. Okay, so again, you can either, oh, I have something to tell you too. So if you get this in the mail and it says, we will file this for $30 or $40, toss it, trash it, throw it away. Don't answer it. You literally can, this is totally free. So you can either fill it out. What I always used to tell my clients, and right now I can't because of the pandemic, I don't know if they're open, but I would have them pull it out, fill it out, and take it to Trowbridge, and have them file it there personally. Okay. But now that all that is like going back and forth, I don't know if you can.
The address is 5801.
Yeah, 50. What is it? I'm sorry?
5801 Trowbridge Drive.
5801 Trowbridge Drive. I don't know if you could personally go in there. I would personally go in there if you can. Or like Edgar said, he's been showing and sharing it online where it is like with a click of the button. But what I needed to do with that, since things are like you're having to do it online and stuff like that, and the mobile app, just make sure that they have processed it. That's what you want at the end of the day. The deadline is April 30th of this year. So make sure that you guys are filing it before then. If you need any help, I have my office here on Edgemere. We can fill it out together. Just make sure that your driver's license matches that, okay? I think that's about it. If there's not any more questions, I just really wanted to make this like information for all of you guys out there to make sure that you guys are getting that home exemption in and what it means to you. Guys, taxes are very hefty here, and let me tell you, it's only gonna go up and up and up. But there is a good thing that, they cannot pass 10% of any type of increase when it comes to our property tax. So if you guys really, really, really are afraid that our taxes are going to be going up and up and up, they can, but they cannot increase it more than 10%. I think it's every year, Edgar, every 3 years. Hello. Oh, he's lead generating over there. So other than that, what else am I missing? I think that's it, guys. Reduce your taxes by filing that exemption. If you need me for anything else, I'm here for you. And that's it. That's about it. Thank you guys so much. Have yourself a wonderful Tuesday, and may God bless. Talk to you later.